Hey guys, Taylor here, and today I thought I'd do a few videos on the basics of Total Miner. So for this one, I'm going to teach you the setup. What this does is it makes it, you set every one of your options from the main menu, and then when you join in a game, you don't have to do it over and over again. So what you want to do is go to Setup, and then the first option you get is Apply. You could put it as Always, where it's just what you set here is always there, or you could do it for every new world. I like to keep mine on always. Next is player options. This would be like your controls and your field of view and stuff. So the first option is the avatar. This is, you choose whichever one you have unlocked and you spawn in as that avatar. For me, I've got the Golden Knight, but pretty much anything that you want. The next is rumble. I'm not entirely sure what that does. I think that's vibration on the controller. The next one is toggle display XP. This is for if you have skills on, whenever you break a block or gain experience points, it'll pop up right in front of your screen. I like to have that on because it looks interesting. Invert Y is pretty self-explanatory. Auto place speed, that's when you hold the trigger. It'll place the blocks. I have that on very fast because I like to build pretty fast. I rarely use the auto place though because I just like to spam the trigger. Hotbar transparency, that pretty much makes your hotbar fade out over time. I use that a little bit because it kind of helps with building big stuff. It gets your hotbar out of the way and you can see a little bit more on the screen. The compass is, again, self-explanatory. The bobbing is whenever you take a step, your screen will bounce sideways a little bit. Field of view, that's like your zoom. If you have it up really high, I believe it's zoomed in high, and if you have it really down, you're kind of zoomed out. Gamepad sensitivity, that is your sensitivity for your sticks. The wield, that is what you use for controlling your HUD bar. I have it on right hand, which all the blocks will be used with one hand on the right. You also have left hand and you have both hands. Both hands you use both of the bumpers. One controls one hand, one controls the other. And it gets kind of confusing, especially for new players. The camera, I have it set to original, which it's just how you would play, but there's also momentum, which pretty much means if you fly around, you will get faster and faster over time until you hit the maximum. But original, it just automatically sets you at a certain speed. For controls, that's just your preference. There's a Minecraft 360 control for kind of Minecraft controls. It's not exactly, but it's pretty close. I just have it set to Total Miner 2.0 because I'm pretty used to those. And then there's this option to clear unlockables progress, which it pretty much just deletes all of your unlockables so you can re-unlock them if you like that. Next is the game options. First we'll start with the graphics. You can choose your default texture pack to start with, and there's quite a bit of them. If you leave it as none, it'll be whatever texture pack the host has, or if you start a world, it'll just be original HD. The next one is window border. That's the orange banners that you see on the side. For mine, I chose orange, but you can choose like spiders or circles or whatever you want. Split screen, that's obvious. Shader detail, I'm not entirely sure what that does. I believe that's for like the lighting. View distance, I have that maxed out because, again, big builds, it helps you see the whole thing. Texture smoothing, again, I have no idea what that does. So I believe it's the further out from a block you get, the more the texture blends in. But old school light, again, not sure what that does. Show clouds, I have that off because they tend to get in the way. Floor animation would be when the leaves and the flowers blow in the wind. And tooltips, that's like it'll tell you there's going to be a box next to some items. when you're in the game, in the menu, it'll say like, oh, this item does this. Particularly when you're next to scripts or something new. Next is notification options. The visual notifications, they will pop up on the top side of your screen on the left. They're the red box that says like, oh, this guy has joined the game, or this guy died, or whatever. Audio notifications, they make like a ding or something whenever somebody sends you a message or joins the game or leaves the game or whatever. Song notifications, they tell you what the name of the song is when it starts playing. And receive text messages is when it allows you to send text messages and get them from other players. So if people are constantly sending you harassing messages or whatever, you can block that. Sound effects volume is just the noise of footsteps and block placing and stuff. Music is the music volume. And autosave, you can have it set to 5, 15, or 30. I have it on none because it kind of lags my games a little bit. But if you don't have much in your worlds, it's pretty reasonable to have it on. And that's pretty much it for the setup menu.